Hey everybody, this is Texas Tiger Diggs, and I'm going to do my roundup. Usually do 2 roundup a week, but this roundup covers almost the entire week because it hasn't been a bright and shiny up week for me. I haven't been feeling very well. I finally tracked it down to what I believe might be the major cause of the symptoms. I work in an office building that's undergoing renovations. And there's a lot of dust going around there, and you guys heard me complain ad nauseum about sinus issues. Well, it's set my sinus and allergy issues off the deep end, and it has not been fun. You sit at your office desk, all of a sudden, boom, your head closes, and you get dizzy, and I have to walk out of the building. So I did finally figure out what was going on. Don't know why it took me that long to figure it out, but you know, that's how things work. In any case, this is a weeks of detecting, and it's pretty damn pitiful. Excuse the language. I did not have very long to detect, and it was cold in this week. Now, when I tell you the end of this week, you're gonna say it wasn't that cold. It wasn't that cold compared to some people. Anyway, I've been running out a lot with the Safari, and I believe people are beginning to think that I am just a Safari user and nothing else. But that isn't the case. So I did go out with the Safari and hit one of my massively pounded parks over here. And like I said, I didn't get much, but like I said, about 30-minute hunt, so it's like 36 cents here. So that was nothing to speak of. Then I went out again, and I reached the back of my car intending to bring my Technetics T2 out, because that was the new detector I was going to use, well, my old new detector, but it seems I'd forgotten to put it in my car, and all I had was my compadre. So I went out there, and I did a very fast sweep with the compadre. I only had the 5.75 inch coil, so it's not like I could hit the fields like I would with the other machines. So I stayed around the trashy area and didn't get much. I got one of a rare VIP. That's a VIP. I think that's one of those designer labeled, but it's a metal button, which you don't find a lot in the States, and a couple of 3 pennies. And like I said, it's about 15 or 20 minutes, and I said, dang, it's too cold, and I headed back. This is actually a combination of 2 days. I mixed them up, and it doesn't really matter. They were pitiful in any rates, but I did get a few dimes. And I think I was using, at least on one of those days, the Safari again. So that's about 35 cents. So nothing impressive there. And normal trash. I've had many more pull tabs than this. This is a caster of some kind. The aluminum, the brass, it always sounds great. And this Westlock. I think what sure that's made of, but I found this in a tot lot. I found several pieces like this in that tot lot, some torn up or churned up pieces of metal. Not exactly sure why. It's just general junk. And over here, I went out again this time, and this time that I went out with the Technetics T2 specifically, and it had a pretty good hunt. And like I said, I was in my pounded parks, because it's during the work week and I don't have much range I can hit at a time, so I'm beating up some parks that I've pretty much beaten up like an egg beater already. So quarter. That wasn't bad for that park considering the amount of time I had. And these are some of those screw-on cleats, and they really sound off good, because most of the time they got a little chrome component, and they really sound off like you got something good. And of course the old pencil end, little tin on a little handle of some kind, and some wrapped up wire. Now this was today. I plan to do a lot more detecting today, but this is a very short hunt. In fact, this hunt was actually probably shorter than the combined hunts of this week. I plan to go out at least 2 more times, but a friend came by and the day went. But so I went out today, and this is the subject of the meaningful part of this roundup. There is one detector that I never think you should upgrade and sell. And I'm not saying it's the best detector in the world, And I'm not saying they're not ones that are better, that are faster recovery, that are deeper. But for some reason, maybe it's just me, when I get this detector, I do well. Now, and I've seen other people. This is the middle of the road detector. I find that people keep most often, even if they go up to something as in the stratosphere of detecting, like the CTX 3030, or just slightly lower in that stratosphere, the E-Track and the XP Deus. People have this detector, even though they sell the rest, and there's two reasons. Now, the detector I'm talking about is the Garrett AT Pro. Of course, there's a very good reason, the fact that it's waterproof. You know, if you put the connectors on correctly and screw them down, it is waterproof. And so if you do any water detecting at all, it's just something you need to have. But I don't do water detecting because I've told you before the stupid laws in my area. It just makes it impractical. But I still would not give up that machine for some reason. It has a mixture of ingredients that make it a great detector when other detectors don't let you down, but when you might not catch a target. I don't know what Garrett has done, and this is not because I like Garrett. I love the AT Pro, so you got to be a Garrett fan if you like the AT Pro. And I've had the AT Gold, like it too, so you know that. And the fact that Garrett's offices is less than 10 miles from me, probably at most 10 miles, you know, that might have some positive effect. But removing all of that, there's a richest brew of ingredients in this detector that makes you hear sounds of fines. Now, I'm not saying you can't go over the area where you've had the detector before with one of the deeper, the Deus, the TTX 3030, the E-Track, and maybe find fines that were missed. You know, I believe that's a possibility or a probability that you would do that. But for some reason, if I've been using those other detectors for a while, I've used the E-Track before, I use the Safari now, I use the Deus. Sometimes just the change of pace of this detector will suddenly get me hitting targets. So this was less time than all of these other times together. Of course, it's a different park, but I did well with this park with the Safari last week, and I got a silver out of it. It wasn't this particular park, but there was a silver in that week. So, but this is it. I've got a buttload of dimes here, and it's 3, 4, 5. When you're in pounded parks, the last thing you find, I find are the dimes. That's 7. Very good collection of dimes. Don't think I have any more dimes in there. And I think the rest of these are either copper pennies, about 7 cents worth. You're either, oh shoot, what am I doing here? The rest of these are either copper pennies or non-crusty zincs. The rest of the smaller coins, and of course a couple of more quarters. Okay, guys. So this is a buck and quarters. I'm going to say we're right at $2 in dimes and maybe 20-25 cents of pennies. So, you know, nothing to be especially proud of, and that's some more good metal. I thought for a minute that was an expended shell of some kind, but it's just a broken, I have no idea. And this is like a jean snap, Levi type or Wranglers or whatever jeans you got, and this is just another one of those brown pieces of aluminum or metal that the detectors love so much. So, and that's what I wanted to say here. And this is my collection for this week. This is my Saturday. Everything works out. I'll be out Sunday morning. This Saturday actually woke up late. Let's say I'm still recovering from more than one little allergy infirmity, so I slept later than I planned. But I got up about 9:30, and I went out and I did not too awfully bad. And I like to see if I can get silver tomorrow. That would be I got silver last Sunday. If I can get silver again, last Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. If I can get silver again this Sunday, it'd be super. And once again, that's like I was saying, this is the one detector that I do not advocate you to upgrade and sell. Now, I upgrade, yes. You know, get your DAS, get your E-Track, get your Safari, which is not that huge an upgrade in price, or get your CTX 3030, but don't sell this thing. Is my opinion. I believe that it is the detector that is the perfect change of pace. And if you're just tired of hearing the same signals, you can go to the Garrett AT Pro. Sorry for the cough. And you don't have to readapt and reorient your mind to the signals. For some reason, these signals will stay in your mind, and you will know exactly, exactly what you're over when you got it. And I went out today in a field area with the smaller coil, so I was not using it to optimum at all. Here, see, I've got the smaller coil here, so I was not using it to optimum at all. But it did, couple of bucks of well, buck and a half of fines in like an hour and a half or so period. Wish I'd have been able to go out again with this or with the others. In any case, that's all I've got, and I will see you next time. Who knows, if I hit gold or silver tomorrow, you might see me early. If not, if I've got anything to show you, or anything new, or anything I think is of consequence, I'll be back. I'll be back on. If you check the number of videos I've got, generating videos has never been a problem for me. But I do try to make sure that the subject matter is sound. In any case, it's Texas Tiger Diggs, and I will see you later. You have a wonderful day or night, or whenever you see this. I will talk to you later.